Commissioner Colleen,
Here.
Commissioner Dobb,
Here.
Commissioner Clemente,
Present.
Commissioner Kenizik,
I understand he's on his way.
Chair Scott,
Present.
you have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item, please.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none this morning.
C, approval of the July 2023 meeting minutes.
May I have a motion, please?
Approval, Madam Chair.
Moved by Commissioner Colleen,
Or.
supported by Commissioner Clemente. All in favor? Any opposes? Hearing none, motion carried. Next item, please.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Thank you. Next item.
Item 1, under new business, communication from the Department of Health, Human and Veteran Services, Veteran Services Division, forwarding a report on veterans outreach activities for the 2022-2023 fiscal year.
Thank you. Do we have someone from the Health Department to speak on this?
Morning.
Good morning. No.
No, the green button. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Light on.
Yes. Okay, can everyone hear me? Good morning, everyone. Good morning to this honorable body. My name is Carolyn Nemo, Deputy Director and Chief Health Equity Officer for the Department of Health, Human and Veteran Services, here on representing the Division of Veteran Services. I would like to request a receive and file of our quarterly report for the period of January through May 2023 that reports on our activities, also reports on our spending for the Soldier and Sailor Fund and our reach throughout our community here in Wayne County. So I would like to request that that is received and filed.
All right. Does anyone have any questions on this?
Madam Chair.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to comment, I really appreciate this report. We haven't had this. And I've been on the commission a long time. I haven't seen a report like this until recently. So this is very helpful. Thank you for the
Wonderful.
report. And I'll move, receive and file, Madam Chair.
Is there support?
Support.
Supported by Commissioner Dobb. All in favor?
Aye.
All in favor? Okay, thank you. I didn't hear everybody. All right, thank you. Motion carried. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of a property use agreement with St. Paul American Lutheran Church for the use of its kitchen and fellowship hall.
Good morning.
Good morning.
William Chuck Jackson, Department Director, Department of Senior Services, and I'll let-
Joseph Rock is Division Director, Senior Services.
Thank you. Which one want to talk
So,
about this?
basically, this is a usage agreement. As you may be aware, all of the sites in which we provide our senior services, where we actually prepare the meals and package the meals, are donated facilities, churches, senior centers, community centers. And in this case, the church asked or requested that we sign a usage agreement, which they give to anyone that they allow to use their facility. And that's really what this document is. It's the do's and don'ts of what you have to do if you're allowed to use their facility.
Okay, is this something new?
It is something new. My understanding is that they are probably the first facility that actually asked us to do this.
Okay.
In most cases, it's just a verbal agreement.
Right, okay. Makes sense. All right, Joan, did you have anything to say on that?
Through the chair, the church was very accommodating in allowing us to use their space. We were occupying a space around the corner from the church, which was no longer able to continue to have us occupy and serve meals there. So the church was very gracious. I mean, it was basically a one-day turnaround where we move from one facility to the other without any interruption in service.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions on this? And let the record show that Commissioner Kenizik has entered. Thank you. All right, Commissioner Clementi.
So this agreement, obviously, it's been looked over by everyone, legal, everything's on the. It's something different that I've never seen before, so I just
Yes.
want to check to make sure. Okay. So there's a couple typos in the agreement, but that's the only.
Through the chair in response to that, they literally had to. I'm sure they haven't looked at it in a while either.
All right, well, we'll overlook those typos there. Thank you. Any other questions on this? Hearing none, can I have a motion, please?
Yeah, Madam Chair, I'll move approval.
Moved by Commissioner Colleen,
I'll support.
supported by Commissioner Dodd. All in favor?
All right.
Any opposes? Hearing none, motion is carried. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Thank you.
Item 3.
Thank you
requesting-
both for coming.
Requesting commission approval of a one-year County Veteran Services Fund grant for fiscal year 2024 agreement with the Michigan Department of Military and Veterans Affairs.
Good morning again.
Right.
Harold Nemo, Deputy Director and Chief Health Equity Officer for the Department of Health, Human and Veteran Services. Speaking on behalf of our department as well as our division, our Veteran Services Division.
Okay,
Yep, so I'm here to request approval to receive the grant from the Michigan Department of Military and Veterans Affairs this is the County Veteran Service Fund in the amount of $745,577 for fiscal year 24. The term of this grant is for the period of October 1st, 2023 through September 30th, 2024. This is funding that we have received in the past, and the funding has increased in amount this year. This funding is used for peacetime veterans. We have the Soldier and Sailor Fund, which provide financial relief and assistance for wartime veterans, and this allow us to provide financial assistance for peacetime veterans. The funding is used for items such as mortgage, rent, clothing, medical, food assistance, as well as transportation and parking to our offices. And for this fiscal period, we will also be using some of the funding to enhance our outreach through our marketing campaign, as well as building our capacity in so that we can reach more veterans by hiring some new staff. So I would like to ask this honorable body to accept this grant on behalf of the county. Thank you.
thank you. Is there any questions?
Sure.
Thank you, Commissioner Colleen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This grant, we get it annually, but I see there's big fluctuations one year to the next.
Yes.
Sometimes with the state of Michigan, they just, hey, we're sending you some money. No questions. Do we apply for this
Yes, we do.
based on what we perceive our needs to be? Is that how we do it? Because, 750,000 this year, only 367 last year. I note that
Mhm,
in 21, it was only 165. So
mhm.
the fluctuations.
What explains it? Yes, we do apply for it annually. We have to submit a letter of intent. Prior, that is required. And the letter of intent provides the state of Michigan to then assess how many applicants there will be. It's based on the pot of funding. So funds that are not used the previous year, the previous fiscal year is added to the statewide pot. And based on the number of veterans within that geographic area is how the fund is distributed. So we don't ask, even though we have a budget and we know what we want to do, It's actually allocated to us based on what's available in our numbers.
You don't ask for a specific amount.
We can, but they tell us what's available to us. And, you know, based on that, we are able to ask for what that is available or less.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Mhm, thank you. Any other questions, please? All right, thank you so much. Great report.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please. No, I'm sorry, I've got to vote on this. Motion and a support.
This is for approval. Move to approve.
Is there support? It's moved by Commissioner Dobbs, supported by Commissioner Colleen. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposes? Hearing none, motion carried. Next item, please.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I don't know of any. Next
G,
item.
public comments.
Anyone in the audience would like to make a public comment? Seeing none. Anyone on the phone or Zoom? Anyone wishing to question? Have a question? You see anyone?
No one on Zoom.
Okay, thank you. All right, next item.
Adjournment.
Moved by Commissioner Dobb, supported by Commissioner Colleen. All in favor?